Welcome back to the Energy Saving in the Home radio show. We are broadcasting live from the 27th Annual Texas Home and Garden Show at the Reliance Center. The hours here today, Saturday until 8 o'clock, tomorrow 11 till 6. A lot of vendors, a lot of great information, a big crowd out here today. We're enjoying broadcasting from the Texas Home and Garden Show. And of course, we had the account executive, Kevin, up here a little while ago talking about all the different things here. Now, I've got a special guest here with me, Shannon Register with Houston Real Estate Advisors. And of course, Shannon has her own radio show as well, and we love doing this together. We love finding out all the different aspects of what your business is, which is basically buying and selling homes, right?
That's right. At Register Real Estate Advisors, we help people purchase and sell houses. We also do commercial real estate, and we help people lease if they want to lease a house. So, and it's really exciting right now because everything's starting to really pick up. I mean, we are post-recession and just flying out the door, so it's great.
So this year, starting off, running down the track, you'd say it's good to run down the track this time.
Very good, very good. We actually have low inventory all over Houston, which is great. You know, houses were sitting on the market 8, 9 months. Now we're back to 2, 3 months on the market, so you can get it sold quickly, and there are a lot of buyers out there looking, and there's that demand, which is causing prices to go up, which is good because there's just not enough inventory to go around.
So what you just said to me is it's not only the best time to buy, but you need to buy now, right?
You need to buy now. And if you want to sell, this is a great time to sell.
Okay.
It really is.
So energy efficiency, that's what we're all about here. So I've got to talk about that at some point here with you. And so what I want to know is when you're selling a house for somebody and the buyer is looking at it, or vice versa, is there a concern about energy consumption? Is that something that's really a lot of people are thinking about, that they need to make sure they either buy the home that is energy efficient, or they need to sell a home that they've already done some energy efficient improvements, and is there a benefit for that buyer at that point?
It is very important. I would say most buyers ask to see the previous year's utility bills from the seller. So if you think about selling your home, you want to keep track of all of that because the buyers want to see it. They want to know, they want to be able to budget out what it's going to cost them to own that house. So it's very important. And you can have 2 houses in the same neighborhood, same square footage. You know, one has tech shield roof, one doesn't. One has energy efficient, the low E windows, one doesn't. There's a significant difference in what it's going to cost you per month to live in that house.
So yeah, and you know, you got to have them pretty too, right? I mean, if they're not pretty, they don't sell.
That's right. Curb appeals, everything. But once they've picked the house, you know, once they know that they want the curb appeal, they want this neighborhood, you know, then they get down to the nitty gritty of it. Okay, how much is this going to cost me per month, and what energy savings features are there?
So, yeah, and that's all. I'm always curious about that because, you know, in the side, and there's been some discussion about, you know, that energy auditing should be mandatory, you know, and somebody should have that audit as a perspective. I mean, obviously the energy bills gives them an idea there, you know. It doesn't really drive down to the nuts and bolts of where that energy consumption was coming from because, quite frankly, somebody could have just left the lights on in the house all the time.
Right,
you know,
and different people have different lifestyles.
They really do.
Some people have kids that leave lights on all the time. Some people are very cautious about leaving things plugged in, leaving things on. So, you know, and it just depends. How much do you use the heat in the pool? How much do you leave the pool lights on? I mean, there are other things that interfere with not just living in the home, you know. So it's like water consumption. Some people water the grass all the time. Some people are very careful and cautious how much they water.
Yeah, and you know, that's a great point too, because if you have a well and the septic system, all that's being, you know, the energy is being consumed there, and you're seeing that energy consumed directly at that point, where somebody that doesn't have that, their own public system is not seeing that. So you guys basically are the north side of Houston. Would that be a correct assumption?
We do service Northwest Houston. At RREA, you can go to RREA.com and learn about Register Real Estate Advisors. We have agents that work all over Northwest Houston. Go all the way to, I mean, we can pretty much work anywhere. We have some people out selling ranches. So, you know, we can go anywhere, but the main majority of the houses that we sell are in the Northwest Houston area, which runs from Conroe all the way down into Houston.
Okay. And so houses of all sizes?
Houses of
all sizes. Small, big?
Yes, we are seeing a great movement in the luxury market, which is really nice. A lot of foreign investors coming in want a place to put their money, which is good. We are also seeing that rental properties are very hot. There just aren't enough rental properties to go around. We had all these people with credit issues because of foreclosures and short sales and losing jobs, and so many things contributed to them not being able to get a loan, and so they need rental properties. And then you have investors buying up a rental and properties. So there's so many opportunities right now in real estate, and it's still a great time for just the average. If you've never owned a home, it's a great time to get out there and buy one.
It's interesting to talk about the luxury market. So what would that be? Would that be a certain square footage, or would that be a typical area that you may be talking about?
In the Houston area, according to the luxury designation that realtors can get, in the Houston area, it's anything $375,000 and up.
Okay.
So it's not about square footage or what it looks like.
Value.
It's the price,
Okay.
right? So technically a ranch with a little shack on it could could be a
or just a
luxury
lot
property.
by itself.
Yes, some of those too. That's right. But and it depends on market, because you go out to California and a luxury home is over $1 million. So
Right.
it's just here in our market, it's different than other markets.
Well, let's talk about that, because we do have a very unusual market compared to what you see across the country, don't we?
We do. Our market, we came back from the recession much earlier than other markets. Now, what we're seeing right now, we've done some, on Houston Real Estate Radio, we've done some coast-to-coast updates. And hearing from people in the Miami market and realtors out in New York and out in California, we're just really getting different pictures of what's going on with them. They, too, are experiencing shortages. They are still having value problems. But we don't have the value problems that they have, which is good. We don't have people coming in 30,000 low on bids on houses. We keep a steady market as far as what the houses are worth in the Houston area, which is good. Their markets don't have that. But there's shortages all over. And we're seeing a lot of foreign investors in all the different markets.
Really? So are they buying just strictly for an investment, and those are rental properties?
Most of them are rental properties.
Wow.
Some of them are second homes, vacation homes, but most of them are rental properties.
Wow, that's and I guess I didn't expect that. That's kind of different than what I would have expected.
I
you to
think
say.
when the markets shift and they just don't feel comfortable with where they're putting the market, where they're putting their money in the stock market, they want to invest in real estate, and real estate in their country may not be what they thought it, what it used to be, and so they're moving it into the United States.
Well, I wouldn't put my money in the stock market.
Well, and the exchange rate is so good for them.
Yes.
They can buy a house for half the price with their money.
Yeah, and again, this is a great market. I mean, the price per square foot here is really good. I mean, you can buy a lot of square footage, right, for the price here.
Absolutely. Our luxury homes, will go up to 150 a square foot. I mean, you see way higher in other markets. So you can get a lot for your money here in Houston area.
And is that older or newer in most cases?
It depends. Some are older, some are newer. The newer luxury tend to be smaller. They're your older generation who want the luxury, but they don't want to go upstairs.
Okay.
They don't want to have this huge sprawling acreage to take care of. They want the smaller homes, and so everything's kind of downsizing and at your fingertips, if you will, instead of being sprawling.
So and again, from the energy efficiency component or side of this, I think of, okay, if we can keep these homes 2,000, 2,500, 2,800, now I'm starting to go into 3,000. But I tell you, in the new home construction, if you're buying something pretty new, there's a lot of very efficient homes out there that are large square footages with very minimal electrical bills.
There are. I mean, the amount of things you can get in a home now. I mean, just TechShield is actually becoming an old product compared to some of the new things. And here in Texas, you can get the coverings for your windows to just cut out so much of the amount of utility usage that you're losing on windows.
All the products is just they're just a huge effect of technology here.
And all the appliances run more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another point too, in the homes, having very efficient appliances, and we talk about that, refrigerators and things. Do you see many refrigerators in garages of homes that do?
I see a lot of those.
Those are really energy hogs, you know that, right?
Right, right. But they want to get the new efficient one in the kitchen, and they don't, what do you do with that one?
And the man cave, I mean, that's sometimes the man cave for the guys. I talk about the man caves on the Energy Saving the Home radio show all the time, and it's about, what is the man cave, and even a man town. That's really going outside of the thing. So, and I've been kidded about that as well, because I have a hangar home, so I kind of have a man cave and all that, so as well. But there's just so many different styles. There's inner loop type
Right.
business there, which I was talking about a while ago, with the lots being probably 300,000 even just
Yeah,
for a
the
lot,
lots are
right? So,
small and very expensive, and then you get out in the suburbs and the lots get less expensive,
Yeah,
you know, and you
yeah.
get the bigger square footage. So
yeah, so yeah, that the ranch type style properties and things
as you
like
get
that.
farther out. Mhm.
So as we move into this year and we're looking into the future here,
Mhm.
is the business going to slow? Do you think it's going to slow down? And I know I'm asking you to look into your crystal ball here now, but people ask me that all the time
Sure.
about different things.
Yeah.
Do you see that we're going to keep building here and things are going to be great all year, or sales are going to be up? Are they going to be up above and beyond last year? And just what are we expecting to see?
It's going to continue to get better and better. I believe we're going to have a great spring. Interest rates are continuing to be low, and I think more and more people are going to sell their homes this spring.
Okay, tell everybody how to get in touch with you, because if they're ready to buy or sell, you're the one.
Call me, that's right. Register Real Estate Advisors. We're at RREA.com, and you can give us a call, 281-288-3500, and we can put you with the right agent for the area you want to be in.
Okay, great. And also the radio show as well.
Absolutely. At 1 o'clock on Sundays, we do have Houston Real Estate Radio that we broadcast on AM 950 in the Houston area.
And we got them on KGCP Radio on our internet
Right.
radio site too, so you can always get the stream there. The podcasts are available. Go to kgcpradio.com. Also at energysavinginthe-home-radio.com as well. We're broadcasting from the 27th annual Texas Home and Garden Show here at the Reliance Center. We love being here. Lots of vendors. We're going to talk to some energy efficient experts. I've got one standing outside of the booth right now. Boy, you're going to want to hear from him when we come back here in a few minutes after this next break. We're going to talk solar. We'll be back in a minute.